Had I known these things, I definitely would have had a much better experience as an au pair. But anyway, we're about to get into 5 things I wish I knew before becoming an au pair. So if you're interested in this video, keep on watching. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. I am back again with another video. Thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. I am so excited. Welcome to the family. If you are new, welcome. And if you've been here, you know, a goodie but an oldie, welcome again. And yeah, you guys, I'm so grateful for the growing family. I am so happy. Thank you so much for making my dreams come true. Thank you for growing this family with me. I hope you guys are gonna be my ride or dies, and that we're gonna go on this journey together for a long time. So keep on watching my videos, and I hope that you do go back to the old ones and do watch all of those as well, because I do know I bring a little good content for you. Maybe you might like my natural hair videos, maybe you might like my au pair videos, maybe you are interested in marriage. So just don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, refer a friend, tell mama, papa, you know, everybody to come join the squad. But anyway, thank you so much for this. Oh, love you guys so much. And so without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, point number 1, definitely take your time. Take your time with the matching process. Get to know the family, all the families that you're going to be introduced to, all the families that are going to be matched, you're going to be matched with. Get to know them. Take your time. Don't rush the process. Don't rush because your friends are about to go and you are not. Do not rush the process. This process is meant to take a bit of time so that you can get to know the family, so that they can get to know you, and so that you can make sure that this is the right family for you. So make sure that you just really take the time to get to know the family really, really well. Please don't rush the process. I rushed the process and I ended up in Utah with a family that I actually didn't really vibe with that well. And with that, it caused a lot of confusion, and you don't want that. So take your time, get to know the family, get to know the kids, understand the kids. Also, yeah, it's important because you're gonna be living with these kids for a full year, so 12 whole months. So Skype them if you need to. Call as much as possible so that you can connect with the family, so that you can get to see exactly what it is that you're gonna be getting. Even though I know that it's an interview process and people try to give out the best of themselves and all of that, but just know that at least if you take your time and you literally call them as often as possible, then maybe there might be some red flag that will pop out before you even decide that this is the family for you. So while you're still Skyping, while you're still getting to know them, take your time. I cannot stress this enough. Just take your time. Take your time, girl. Oh boy, take your time. Save as much money as possible. I cannot stress this enough. It's important that you save money before becoming an au pair and when you are an au pair. Because first of all, when you first become an au pair and you get there and you get to America, you don't know whether you're going to be having to pay for your luggage. If your family lives in Utah or far away from New York, then you're going to have to be using a flight to be able to get to your family. So with that, you're going to have to pay for your luggage, and it's important that your luggage gets to you and your host family, right? Duh. So make sure that you have some sort of pocket money. Even if it has to be $200, have some money. And then when you are an au pair, save as much money as possible. The very first week when you get there, when they start paying you, save it. Like, save as much money as possible. First of all, you don't know the family that you have, and secondly, you don't know whether they're gonna change their minds about being in the au pair program or not. I've had a few friends of mine who were in the au pair program, and their host parents decided, we don't know if we want to be au pairs. If we want to host a au pair anymore. We are just getting out of the au pair program. It's good. We're done. So then she was stranded, and like, it's really like something that happens. You don't know the kind of family that you're gonna have. You don't know if you're gonna need to rematch and look for a different family. And that 2 weeks that you're given, you need to know that it's important that you have money. You have your own money. Like, save as much as possible. Do go out, have fun with your friends, but make sure that you're saving literally, if not half of your money, but like all of it during try to save as much money. Like, save as much money. It will help you. It will save your life. I promise you. I wish I knew that. Definitely. Point number 3. I definitely didn't know this before coming to America. I didn't know that when you are matched with a family, that there is a rematch process. A rematch process is when you actually have an opportunity to be able to go to a different family because you and the family that you're currently with are not gelling very well. So I didn't know that was possible, and I didn't even know about it at all. But the rematch process is there for you to change a family. If you come to America and you find that the family is really creepy and they're really scary and they make you really uncomfortable, or you guys are just not getting along that well and you guys are just not vibing that well, so they're not the family for you. So the rematch process is there for you. But what I would also give you advice on is that you should definitely try to look for families just before the rematch process. When you know exactly that you actually really want to rematch, maybe in a few weeks or so, just try to look for families prior to you rematching, like before you start the thing, because you're only given 2 weeks to rematch. Also, when saving the money that I actually mentioned on the first point, make sure that you save money so that if you need to rematch, or if you need to, while you're in the rematch process, you need to be living somewhere else, you need to, that you have enough money for you to be able to eat, for you to be able to do that. I had to feed myself. I had to, because it was just an awkward situation, so I couldn't be in the house for a long time, and I really had to keep my distance. And they did ask me not to be with the kids anymore because we are in the rematch process and all of that. So you never know what you're going to be getting. So make sure that you are prepared for the rematch process. Make sure that you look for families. Make sure that you have enough money. So when you get to America, save a lot of money. Make sure you save. Like, don't chow your money. Save as much as possible. It will help you in the future. Like, it will really help you so much. Point number 4. It is actually much more easier to drive in America than it is to use public transport. So learn how to drive. Make sure you're a good driver. I cannot stress this enough. I know that other families don't want people that can drive. They don't need them, but most families in America want au pairs that drive. And besides that, it's cheaper to be able to drive your host parents' car, because when you're taking public transport, I took public transport and it was a little bit hard for me. I had to spend a lot of money on public transport, whereas most of the au pairs that I knew around me saved a lot of money because they were using their host parents' car. Like, it makes it easy because they pay for petrol, and sometimes they do ask you to pop in here and there, but I promise you most of the time they do not. They just provide you the things, and whenever you need to go out, as long as it's not far, as long as you're not going on a road trip, you can definitely save a lot of money and use your host parents' car and drive to wherever you need to go without using an Uber, without using your cash. You'll be using your cash only when you get to wherever you want to go. So make sure that you know how to drive. I think it's important. Like, that's the most important thing that I wish I knew before I became an au pair, because I knew how to drive, but I was also a nervous driver. So when I got to my host parents, I was just like tatazeling there, yeah, guys, no, learn how to drive. Make sure you know how to drive, because then it will help you. It will save you a lot of money. It's gonna be easier to get around. It's easier, not like, it's easier not to use public transport in America than it is like in our countries and all of that. Like, just drive, learn how to drive. But if not, I understand, I definitely do, then maybe you'll use public transport. But I just know it's cheaper to have your own license and to have your own car as an au pair with that family that you have. Okay, make au pair friends before you become an au pair and after. While you are an au pair, so get to make sure that you make a lot of friends, so that when you get there, you're not by yourself, you're not depressed, you are surrounded by people that understand what it is that you're going through, the people that go through even the same thing that you go through, because other au pairs understand you. Oh my gosh, I cannot stress that enough. And you do need friends, because they will really help you through the time, even if it's a nice time, but you'll be able to have friends that you can relate to, because au pair friends are like the best friends that you can ever have as an au pair. Because why? You can definitely relate to them. So I had a lot of au pair friends, and yes, looking back, it's exactly what I needed. Like, definitely what I needed. I didn't know I was gonna make friends when I became an au pair, but I did. I made a lot of friends, and to this day we are still talking, and they helped me through a lot. I was able to vent whenever I was having a hard time. They were able to vent too, and we were able to just help one another through everything. So you do need a support system, and what better support system than another au pair with another au pair, just gelling and helping each other out through that au pair year of theirs. So yeah. Oh my gosh, that is the last point for today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you are gonna you guys are gonna have a nice time as an au pair. Enjoy your stay. Make sure that you get to know others, and